Hello, guys. I greet you all. We have a new job today. This is HP Laserjet, and as you can see, this printer is showing error. This is error sign, so that means to tell you that this printer cannot print any paper because there is problem with the cartridge or the fuser unit. That is why it's showing you E9. So whenever you see this thing, this code on your printer dashboard, you understand that the printer has an issue. So all you have to do is to open it, open the printer. As you can see, there is a paper inside, that's on inside. This paper is paper Jamb. So it's like the owner of this printer tried to pull off this paper, but he could not. So what are we going to do? Can we fix this printer? Let's see. All you have to do, remember, to follow the procedure. I'm taking off the cartridge. As you can see the paper inside. This is paper Jamb. So let me see whether I can pull it out easily without any particle remaining inside. So let's see. Always remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and I will always welcome your comments in the comment section so that we can interact more. For those of us, any beginner in the class, please go back to watch all my previous videos for you to get more better understanding. As you can see, this paper, it's not everything that comes out, so there's particles inside. Though I don't really know whether this one is inside or the people they pull it out. But what really causes paper Jamb in a printer? That is what we're going to look into. Paper Jamb comes in different ways, but what we're going to look at is the fuser unit. So let's take off this printer. All you have to do is to follow the process. That's all. You just have to follow the process. I'm taking off this printer now. Always remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and drop your comments. And I will be so glad to reply your comments. Let's take off this face of this printer. Always remember, those of us that are beginner, whenever they bring printer to you, before losing it, first of all, study the printer on how you can be able to lose it. So because each printer have a procedure to follow to be able to open it. As you can see, this is the procedure to follow. This is a Laserjet printer. All you have to do is to follow the process. If you see printer that shows those error, what comes into your mind? What do you think you can do to resolve the issue? Those errors simply means, one, the printer cannot initialize. When printer fails to initialize, that means it cannot print because there is something wrong somewhere. In our next class, I'm going to teach you on different printer codes, different printer error codes. So we can be able to understand whenever printer show us any code, we can be able to understand what it means. So let's just follow the procedure. But in this very printer, what we're going to work on is the fusor unit, because when fusor units have issue, the paper will continue to jam. Yeah, from time to time it will jam. Like take for instance, if your fuel ruler is bad, or when your fuel ruler gets torn, your paper continue to jam. So that is it. All you have to do is to follow the process. So yeah, we have this place is our fusor unit. Let's see on how I can take it out, because our main job today is to focus on how we can be able to repair or service this fusor unit so that the printer cannot be jamming from time to time. What can cause the problem in fusor unit? One, a dried element. When your printer element is dried up, the fuel ruler will tear. And when the fuel ruler tear off, it begin to affect the pressure ruler. And when immediately the pressure ruler has uh, mark on it, any paper you print continue to jam, because the paper cannot go smoothly. The paper cannot go smoothly. So let's take off this place, this fusor unit. Let's walk directly inside the fusor unit so that all we understand, because this fusor unit is the most important place that cause paper jam in the printer. Let's see how to resolve the issue of paper jam inside fusor units, because any printing you do, the paper must pass through the fusor unit, because there you have the dryer. After the cartridge might have take in the paper, after the drum might have print on whatsoever you want to print, the next stage that the paper will go through is the fusor unit. Yeah, for the printer to dry up the toner against the paper. So that is the next place the paper must go through. So let's lose here so that we can be able to take off this fusor unit. These screws is, I think this screw is the only screws remaining to take off this fusor unit. So let's get it out so that we can get in touch with our fusor units. Yeah. So like I was saying, this fusor unit, it has the element, and the element is a dryer, and that dryer needs to be lubricant. So for the printer to work effectively, so our fusor unit is out. This is our fusor unit, and let me push the rest of the printer that way so that we can work on our fusor unit. All you have to do is to follow the process. Just study how I'm going to do it, step by step all the way, so that you can be able to do it. I'm losing off the fuser unit now. Checking it out. This place you are seeing, this is a fuel roller, and the fuel roller is okay. So what might be the problem? What might be the problem in this fuser unit? What makes it to jam? Okay, I've seen one of these roller pull out by itself. Without much wasting time, I think I have to fix this later because this place is broken. So I want to take out this fuel roller. Inside this fuel roller, you see your elements. So take out the spring. I have to take out the spring. So this is our pressure roller, and as you can see, the pressure roller is okay. There is no mark on it, and it's smooth the way it's supposed to be. So we have to put it back. So there is no problem on the pressure roller. So what we're going to look at is our fuel roller. The surface of the fuel roller is okay. There is no mark on it that can be able to cause paper jam. So what are we going to do here now? What do you think that caused this paper jam? Yeah, to me, I think that this element is dried up. This element, and the element is dried up. So there is no grease on the element. Please note this, it's not that kind of grease used in a motor car. It has its own grease. This is a grease. So I have to grease the elements so that the elements can be able, because the element produces heat, a very high heat, to be able to dry up the toner on the paper. So it needs something that will keep it, how do I go to put it? Okay, moisturize. Yeah, if that is correct, but I guess moisturize. So we just have to put the grease on the elements. That's just the only work we're going to do here in this fuser unit. Then put back the fuel roller. We have to clean the fuel roller. Then put back the fuel roller on the elements, because the fuel roller is okay. So the only fault we have here, that the grease inside the element is dried up. So when it dried up, when paper comes in, hardly the paper pass through it. I wish this person continued to force this printer. This fuel roller would have turned up. Then after I keep on trying it, it will not tear off or destroy the pressure roller. So the person understand itself before bringing it on time. So we have greased, remember, we have greased the element and I've put back the fuel roller on the element. So all we have to do now is to assemble back the fuser unit. Assemble back the fuser unit. That's what we have to do back now. So all you have to do is just to follow the process. Remember to subscribe to my channel. like my video, share my video, and I love to see your comments. For those of us who doesn't understand, please make your question available for me to reply. Yeah. So is a fusel unit. All you have to do is to follow the process. That's all. Just follow the process so that you cannot be confused in this place. Just have to follow the process step by step on how you can be able to fix up your fusel unit challenge, your fusel unit problems. Putting back the spring. This is the door to the cartridge. This thing I just put down is the one holding the door, the cartridge door, up and open and close. So that tells the the cartridge that its door is open. You know, this thing pulls out the clip that holds the cartridge back to the system. Immediately you open the cartridge door, the the connector that connects the cartridge to the printer will just pull off through the help of this door opener. Someday, maybe when we have that kind of job, I will explain more in further. So all we have to do is just to follow the process on how you can be able to work on your fusel units. Now, like I told you, this other ruler, the printer can work without this other ruler. Through the help of this one ruler, the printer can still work effectively. But that place is broken up. I think it will take much of our time if I want to do it. But I don't have that much time because I know the printer can be able to work perfectly with that one roller inside this fusel unit. So I'm going to install it with this one roller because it's going to work perfectly well. All you have to do, remember to subscribe to my channel, share my video, like my video, and of course, drop your comments. and this is the fuser unit. So let's put our fuser unit back to the printer since we have finished servicing the fuser unit. So let's get it fixed back to the printer. Yeah. And always remember, if you don't always, when you want to put back your fuser unit into the printer, there is a clip there. You have to make sure the fuser unit sits on the two clip for you to understand that the fuser unit is well positioned so that you can be able to screw it firmly to the printer. So let's follow the procedure. Let's follow the process. Screw, uh, screw it, take the other screw, you have to connect the elements to the board. Always remember to connect every connector you see to the right source. Every wire you see inside the printer has a connector and adds the right socket for you to connect it to. When you fail to connect it right after assemble back the printer, it will show you an error code. So always be careful when connecting all this wire. Putting back the logic board. This is the logic board of a printer, communication board. So since we have done it up to this stage. Let's see what we have been working on. Let's see. Let's check. Put back all the cover. This ribbon cable is for the screen. The rainbow cable is for the screen. So printer is ready to test run. So putting paper into the tray. Put in power. So let's turn the printer. Now you can see it's 01. That means to tell you that this printer has initialized. Remember, there is no error code anymore. So in this stage, this printer can print paper. There is no error light. So let's test print this paper that is in my hand. Let's put it in the scanner. So let me make a photocopy. Always remember to subscribe to my channel, like my video. See you in our next class. So let's make this copy. One, and the thing is initializing. So, and it prints out. That means our job is done. See you in our next class. Thank you.